Hi guys, and thank you so much for joining me today. So in this video I want to show you my latest order, and today we will be unpacking Honor 50 and I'll take you through all the specs for the phone. First, let's see what's in the box. So exciting! Okay, everybody ready? On the box you have the holographic Honor 50 name, and also you can see here on the box that is 5G ready. So let's see what else we have in the box. This is the phone. And of course we have the SIM extractor here. As you can see, this is the SIM extractor. And inside we have something else. Oh, this is quite cool actually. So you have the instructions and all the paperwork for the phone, how you usually get when you buy a phone in the box. And then I didn't expect this. It also comes with a case, a protective clear case, which is going to be amazing for you to be able to show off the back, which I really love. So this is a clear case. And then of course we have the charging cable, and we also have the plug-in charger. So this is a UK plug, so obviously it's going to be a UK plug charger. So how this works is you just push the top upwards. Let me just take the let's take the cover off here first. Yeah, that's it. It's a very solid charger, this one. It's really solid. You can feel it in your hand, it's so heavy. And so how it works, you just push the top up, and then as you can see, that's how you can plug it in. At the back here you have the USB slot, which is for the charger. So you can use the charger on the computer, or you can use it, plug it in. And as you can see, this has 66 watts, and it's a supercharged charger from Honor. Okay, so now let's look at the actual phone. I'm going to remove this. Oh my goodness me, this is amazing. Look, it comes as well with a film to protect the screen, but obviously if you are a clumsy person like I am, you will need a shockproof one. There you go, this is the back. You have the cameras here at the top, and then you also have Honor logo on the bottom left. And look how nice is shimmering. It seems to be a solid case, although it's not glass, which is much better than if it would be glass. It's curved all the way, and it feels really nice in your hand. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the really popular brands such as Apple or Samsung or whatever, so I always go for the kind of brands which are not very widely used, simply because, in my honest opinion, from as many phones as I had, you get much more for the money that you pay for a phone. So these specs for this phone, if you would try and find the same specs in an Apple, let's say, or Samsung, then you would end up paying double, and these have the same specs, and obviously would be half of the price of you know, an Apple or a Samsung. So yeah, here is the phone in my hand. We can have a look at it again, and then we can go into the specs for the phone. This phone, the Honor 50, has a dual texture, dual film, dual coating technology, which makes each color sparkle just like diamonds. As you've seen, it's amazing. The shimmer, the reflection, everything. And the more you move it in the light, the deeper the coloring gets, as you can see here. And the phone comes in 4 different colors. By the way, I need to tell you that this is I purchased this phone from the UK, as I am in the UK. I'm recording this video in March 2022, and the phone was released in the UK in November 2021. As far as I am aware, in the UK there are 4 different colors available. A frost crystal, and then you also have the emerald green color, midnight black, which is the phone that my husband got. So I got the crystal, the frost crystal, and my husband got the midnight black. And you also have another one which is really cool, honor code. That's the other color. So this phone comes in 4 different colors, and also the phone has two choices in terms of the storage. So the phone's internal storage, you can purchase it either in 156 gigabytes or in 256 gigabytes. Obviously it will be a bit of a price difference between the two. I purchased the 256 gigabytes simply because I work a lot on my phone and I need as much space as I can get, which means that 256 gigabytes I'm hoping will be more than enough for me. But before having this Honor 50, I actually had the Honor 20, and I was extremely happy with that phone. The only reason I decided to change the phone was simply because it broke, and not because the phone is not working properly. It was because my 5-year-old dropped the phone in the toilet. It was repaired, and then it worked for about 6 months, and sadly the second time when it got damaged, it just stopped working completely. They couldn't read anything off of it, so I didn't really have any choice but to replace the phone. Otherwise I would have kept the same phone for as long as it worked, because for me the Honor 20 just ticked every single box that I usually look for when I buy a phone. And I have to tell you that according to the specs of this phone, it's actually like a mini computer. Honestly, it has better specifications than so many computers which are meant to be performant computers. And the comparison, the difference is that you don't have a desktop, but you have a phone and you can actually work on it just like you would on a computer. So it's really, they are very good in this, in terms of this. I mean, I'm constantly using TikTok, Instagram, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So I am working on my business on these platforms, and most of the times I will be using a phone, obviously, because I need a phone with great picture quality, great video quality, and I think that the Honor 50 ticks all the boxes for me. The only thing that I honestly don't like about Honor 50 is the fact that it has a curved screen. I'm not a big fan of curved screens, but I think I can let that go because I think it will be a brilliant buy. The screen is OLED display, 1.07 billion color, 10-bit color depth on this, and also you have a screen which is 6.57 inch and 75 degrees super curved display, as you can see. So you have a wider viewing space here. It curves right to the line here. 120 Hz refresh rate and 300 Hz touch sampling rate. So you will experience less delay with the touchscreen as well, which makes this optimal to be used as well in games, reading, and AOD screens and AOD scenes, for obviously for better display like we all want, and also power saving as well. So it's 120 Hz screen refresh rate on this one. You have a better vlog experience with just one take, which is amazing for me because I use my phone, like I said, to take photos, to take videos as well, and I need a phone which displays clearly just what I want to show others. So to have a phone which has a brilliant capability for video taking and photo taking is just amazing, and without having to spend as much as you would otherwise on the most popular brands out there. So I think for me, at least, because I have online businesses, for me the most important things are having a really great quality, exceeding quality phone, and also an exceeding quality camera, video camera. These are the two most important basic tools that you would need when you have an online business, because you will always have to be on your phone, or you will always need to record a video, or whatever kind of online business you have. And this phone, I'm not sure if there are phones out there in different brands because I didn't really look into it, but this phone, Honor 50, has got a really big advantage with the camera and the recording for the camera, the video recording. You have different modes of multi-video recordings and you can switch them over in one shoot. So for example, I haven't had this on my Honor 20, and I haven't seen this on any other phone that I used or have seen, but maybe there can be. But this phone, for example, if you record a video and you use the back camera on the phone, and for some reason you want to show the front camera as well, you can swap the camera use at the same time whilst the video is still recording, which is just brilliant, which is amazing, because until now, for me at least, if I wanted to create a video, I would have to stop the recording and then I would have to swap the camera, switch the cameras, and then record again. But this is just amazing, and it cuts a lot of time when you are doing when you are recording videos. And if you are someone like me who uses video recording and on a camera or on a phone, then this is a very useful tool. And like I said, also it will help you in post editing as well. It will significantly decrease the time that you need to spend when you do your video editing. So we have the camera. I want to quickly jump on the camera of this phone. We have 108 megapixel ultra clear camera, which is the first in Honor phones. So you have 1.52 inch sensor, you have 1.9 aperture and 2.1 pixel wide. So if I am looking at the specs here, and 1.9 aperture, this is like a professional camera. And you have another camera, which would be this camera here. This is an 8 megapixels wide camera. Then you would have also the macro camera and the bokeh camera, which gives you some special video effects. The macro camera, with the macro camera of this phone, you actually are able to explore the beauty that you would call it hidden, because you can't really see it properly unless you really zoom in, and then you lose clarity of the zooming in. So you would normally need to use a camera, a DSLR camera, which has a macro lens, which can be quite expensive, macro lenses. So this phone actually has a macro camera as well, and you can go very deep to see all details, for example, like you would be looking under a microscope. So this is really good for the camera. With this, with the video recording, you have fast motion, you have slow motion, so you have all the recording under control really. You can shoot both fast motion video 2 times or 4 times faster, and also you have the ability to shoot in slow motion 0.5 times slower, which is a really good thing. And the phone also has the option of wireless recording for unlimited wonders, as it says on their website. So this is really this is amazing, and it takes a lot of hard work out of, for example, when you want to do a live broadcast. And I think that, for example, my guess is, if I tried anything on another phone, for example on my Honor 20, when I use the macro camera, because that has a macro as well, the more you zoom in on something, the less stable it gets in your hand. So I think that if you want to use the macro camera to the full capacity, then you would probably need to use a tripod, so it's really steady. Otherwise you might not be able to capture what you want to see, or if you want to take a photo as well, you might not be able to capture the photo clear because of the sensitivity. The closer you get, the more sensitive the lens gets. You also have, like I mentioned, a bokeh camera, so you can shoot better with effects. Then the front camera is 32 megapixels front camera, which is wonderful, is brilliant, is amazing. I usually use this for selfies, obviously for my online business, but I need a really good quality camera, and so far from the phones I've seen in this price range, this is the only one that I could see which has a 32 megapixels selfie camera, in comparison to others which have like a 12 megapixels or 16. And the front camera also has a 90-degree wide angle field of view, which means basically that you can take a selfie, right, and you can capture more of the background than you would have otherwise. The phone also has a super night algorithm, so you can take selfies with this phone in dim light, and the camera will focus with the lighting and the noise reduction on your face, because obviously it's a selfie camera, it's a portrait camera, so all the light in the night will be on your face, because that's what you need to highlight when you take a selfie, of course. Now we need to talk about this phone's battery, because this phone has 66 watts Honor Supercharge, which means that you get to 70% charging of the battery in 20 minutes, in around 20 minutes. 100% battery charge, you can get that in 45 minutes, which is brilliant if you are in a rush, if you are, on the go, you forgot to put your phone on charge, but in 1 hour you need to go to work or wherever you need to go, then you know that whilst you take that 1 hour, 45 minutes, sorry, not even 1 hour, to get yourself ready to go, you can put quickly your phone on charge, and then it's fully charged by the time you leave. So it's just amazing, it's brilliant. Now let's talk about the processor. You have Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G. This is like a computer spec, okay? This is just amazing. The way that these phones perform, Honor 50, I haven't tested this out yet. However, the Honor 20 has similar specifications, and like I said, I can't fault that phone with absolutely anything. I've had the phone for more than three years, and not once has the phone slowed down. And the more time passed, the more apps I added onto it, the more I used it, and the more I spent time on it and worked on it, and the performance was in no way any slower than it was at the beginning. And the battery still lasted as it did at the beginning, up until the point that actually it got damaged by my 5-year-old dropping it in the toilet. So yeah. Oh, and not to mention that for the camera, for the back camera, you have high resolution HDR photography, and also multi-video resolution. For example, you have 180p, which is 1080p, which is ideal for YouTube, for example, but also the video resolution goes up to 4K, which is one of the best quality videos out there. You have also 8K available, but 4K is available on this one as well. My video camera, the one that I'm recording on, is 4K as well. The screen of the phone has a resolution of 2340 by 1080 high resolution. You have a RAM memory of 6 gigabytes, which is just like a computer. You have ROM memory, which is your storage, basically 128 gigabytes, like I mentioned, or you have the option to upgrade to a 256 gigabytes. You have 2 megapixels bokeh camera, 2 megapixels macro camera, then you have f2.4 aperture. For that you have autofocus mode. You have image stabilization, which is extremely important when you shoot a video, when you record the video. Stabilization, if you don't have stabilization on a camera that you use or on a phone that you use, then your video is going to be really shaky, because no matter how much you think that your hand is sturdy and steady, when you are recording, a phone or a camera, a video camera or a DSLR camera which doesn't have stabilizer, it will catch any tremble, any tiny tremble. I know, because I have a Nikon camera and it doesn't have a stabilizer, and it's a struggle recording video on it. In comparison to the camera that I'm using now to record the video, this one has got stabilizer in it, and so it makes it so much easier to use the camera without a tripod or without a gimbal. You also have digital zoom available on it. The image resolution goes up to 12,032 by 9,024 pixels, and the video resolution goes up to 3,840 by 2,160 pixels. It's a dual SIM model phone, like my previous one, Honor 20. You have a primary SIM card, which is 5G, and then you also have a secondary SIM card, which is also 5G enabled. You have, of course, Wi-Fi on it, which is extremely important. Then you also have Bluetooth on it, Bluetooth 5.2, which is a newer thing for Bluetooth. Then you also have a data cable port. The phone supports GPS, AGPS, GLONASS, Beidou, Galileo, and QZ55, which I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to look it up. You have sensors on the phone: ambient light sensor, gravity sensor, proximity sensor, fingerprint sensor, gyroscope, NFC, and compass, and also others. I actually purchased my phone from Argos, because Argos have buy now pay 6 months later plans, and I think that it's much easier for me at least, to spread the cost of the phone, because the phone was 432 on Argos, 432 pounds on Argos, with 256 gigabyte storage capacity. The reason why I decided to go for the bigger storage capacity is because, in case you are not aware about Honor phones in general, they do not come with memory cards, and they don't have the capacity, the slot for a memory card, for an external one, so you can't actually add more memory onto your phone. So that's why I said I just want to be on the safe side, and I am just going to take the one with the maximum storage capacity, which is 256 gigabytes. Yes, like seriously guys, you have a mini computer in your hand. You have a mini computer in your hand for the price of 429 pounds in the UK for 256 gigabytes. So if you are interested in getting this phone, I can leave the link for this in the description box down below. I am so sorry guys for the constant sound issues throughout this video. Please bear with me. Before I end the video, I just want to quickly show you the multi-video modes that I took a test of, and where you see the actual video being blurred, it means that I'm switching modes whilst recording at the same time. So the modes are front rear, where you use the front and the rear camera at the same time. Then you have rear, where you see two views of the rear. Then picture in picture. Then you have only rear, and then you only have the front camera. So as you can see, it performs really well. It's night outside. I'm only using one light bulb in the living room, and I'll also be adding some photos as well. Here I'm using selfie mode in poor lighting conditions. Like I said, I only had one light bulb working in the living room at that point. I normally have two because it's a large living room. So this is the one. Then this one, I use the bokeh camera, which, as you can see, the effect is that it actually blurs the background, so you are highlighted. And the last one, I used the professional camera here before I actually adjusted any sort of contrast or brightness or any kind of saturation or anything like that. So this was raw photo. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in another one where I will be showing you how you can recover your previous backup from your old phone onto your new phone, and in this case on my phone is going to be Honor 15. Take care guys and stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. By the way, my name is Kat. Bye.